Welcome to the Battle Zone. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, ready in the ring, back up on the street, THUGLIFE from Tanaka. And his opponent, making his victory from place and time unknown, Poisynhawk. New information recently revealed about Poisynhawk. We now know he is definitely a time traveler, dimension traveler as well. And he has some sort of a deal with the power broker, Mr. Nicodemus, the disgraced professor of Power Pro Lucha, about some sort of time traveling technology that was once utilized by Archibald Peck. This is getting weird and good. Starting us off tonight with one-on-one action. Bang. We got it? You ready to go? Leave it in. Bang the gong. The match is on. Hurricane Rana to start us off from a dark, twisted Lucha Danger Bird. Now, Poisynhawk has had more matches in the Animated Wrestling League than he has in Power Pro Lucha, where he has never had a match. He has only ever been interfering. Oh, a massive screw-up by THUGLIFE Tanaka, but he got some of that on Poisynhawk. Poisynhawk has never had a match in Power Pro Lucha. He's only ever interfered with the Cyberhawks. One and only. As somehow THUGLIFE Tanaka able to survive that very Cyberhawkian, Cybertronian, dare I say, cover. Collar and elbow tie-up here. Contest of strength of the Lucha Underbirds, not known for being particularly physically strong. Referee calls for a break, doesn't really get it. Main event tonight? That's right, the tag team titles are on the line for the final time. Timeless Love Bombs, challenging Conglomeration, and the Cyberhawks defend against the greatest tag team in the history of the World Tag Team Championship, the New Classics. We also have a 4-team elimination tornado match and an 8-man tag team match that is going to be Monster Union versus the United Empire. All that and more to come here on AWL Strong and Free, episode 129. And we are one episode away. Our next video, and I'm sorry for the schedule slippage, but my job's been kicking my ass lately. In our next episode will be Champions Week. Every single title will be defended. I've got the Excalibur special coming up at the end of this video. Stay tuned for that. And a good reverse as THUGLIFE Tanaka able to get out of it for this in. Tries to throw a beard, but yeah, that's not happening. Poisynhawk. We don't know. We're learning more about Poisynhawk's moveset, more about his in-ring abilities with every passing second. Oh, he attempts standing sitting. A not-so-funky weapon by Tanaka Kenichi. We do know that Poisynhawk, as its name implies, a master of the Dogigiri, with that magnetic clasp in his mask that allows him a firing mechanism, essentially parallel snapmare into the kick, and no way, says Poisynhawk. Oh, attempted Saito suplex, countered brilliantly, ministerial suplex into a stand moonsault by Poisynhawk, as much a high flyer as any of the true Cyberhawk. Oh, a drop of darkness. Irish whip off the ropes, drop down. He can't make the leap, and he knows it. Goes for the sliding lariat. Gets at least some of it. Does THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi. Kick away by Poisynhawk. Now there's a very good reason that we've got the Cyberhawks all the way down at toward the end of the video in the semi-final. Uh-oh. Oh, a poison chalice. You get brought back to your feet, and you eat the Uraken, the spinning back fist. Gonna call that a poisoned chalice. 6 minutes and change remaining. Springboard, speed star style drop kick. And Poisynhawk, interesting the fact that he doesn't have a lot of reps under him, at least as far as we know, at least in this timeline. He has mentioned slain hawks of the past. What do we have here? Poison Ronda! Of course it is! Mochiron Tozendama 1, 2, 2.999 ad infinitum. Copyright Excalibur. THUGLIFE Tanaka wisely retreating to the outside where he cannot be pinned, and he cannot be, whereas submission, let's say, cannot be acknowledged. Perfect flex. On the outside, doesn't bother with the bridge. French announce team wisely doing what the French do and scattering. Seriously, have you ever made the French scatter? It's really amusing. It's actually really easy to make the French scatter. Just show them some American or British cooking. We got about 5 minutes left here.
5 minutes left. 5 remaining.
That's right. Collar and elbow tie-up. And that time call is going to light a bit of a fire under both of these, well, I'll just say it, competitors. THUGLIFE Tanaka. One of the reasons I really hate this guy is if he were to actually dedicate himself to the craft, to the sport of pro wrestling, he could be good at this. He could be not shit. 20 count in the AWL, of course. Irish whip off of the ropes, drop down by Poisynhawk, and he can definitely hit that leapfrog. Oh, German suplex hold off! 1, 2, 3! Got him! Excellent sequence. Razorhawk needs to be very, very worried in his casket match at Rolling Through It.
Poisynhawk.
Power Pro Lucha World of Bruin coming in just a couple of weeks. IWTV.com. Power Pro Lucha. Do you feel the power? 8-man Atomicos, whatever you want to call it, Hachinin tag match. Right into the action. And it's going to be the slithering serpentine sensation up against the leader, the absent leader in New Japan Pro Wrestling of the United Empire, Cal Newman, and a massive shot, the tag made to Nickel Musume. Of course, the United Empire, at least at the moment, in all Danshi action, because Shin Nihon. I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. I love that they are everything that they can be. And honestly, I'm still a Tokyo girl. I consider New Japan my home promotion as far as fandom goes. But goddamn, they really do need to actually have a women's division at some point. I know that's a Western thing. I know they're partnered with Stardom. Can we just sort of maybe have more interaction between them? Thank you. Alright, soapbox done. This is why I don't do a wrestling podcast as much as I would like to, as I know my opinions are kind of unpopular. Knee lift by the public enemy, TJP, Templario, and the Dominator, Great Lupon, rounding out the roster of the Empire. And basically, the United Empire has said, we don't give a damn about the roster split, about the branches. We're just going to use whoever we want. I don't like that. I don't know why the commissioner allows it. But our, roll up here, La Magistral Cradle. And TJP has a lot of experience in Lucha Libre, so he has the knowledge of how to get out of a hold like that. Irish whip into the corner. Nasty looking boots. And a bit of trouble here, the Monster Union corner. Not much they can legally do. Kiki Nando's. An homage to the original founder, the Commonwealth Kingpin himself, Will Ospreay. Get well soon, Will. AEW misses you, and so do I. Collar and elbow tie up here. Irish whip. Yes, into the corner. Tag Kogeki opportunity. We're going to see, yes, tag is made to the Dominator, Greato Okan. This is probably the biggest mismatch, and Okan, who somehow becomes a high flyer in the AWL. Don't ask me why. I think these AWL wrestlers, Cobra Clutch, Modified Ophidian Death Grip, mocking the Serpentine Sensation Hibitsky with his dearly departed Mentor's Maneuver. But sit out by the Cat Girl as she makes her way over, tags in the Practitioner, the Danshi of Snake style. Khan able to put on the brakes just before hitting that corner. That's good for him, good for the United Empire, the Monster. Oh, wait a minute, the former AWL Grand Champion. We're about to see a bit of meat here. Big meaty men slapping meat, or big meaty, whatever the hell these two are. And snake bite! No! Dodge! Dodge the snake bite! Dodge the snake bite! And knocking his own partner off of the ropes. Up, down, no! Hibitsky able to get away in time, albeit just the last second. We're going to see a tag, yes, between the original members. The original tag team of the Monster Union. A action that may not exist for much longer. With the loss of the leader, the loss of Ophidian, Ultramantis Black challenged into a faction survival match. I don't know how that's going to work because they're on different brands, but if there's anything I know about the Great and Devious one, he has a plan. 16 minutes remaining, and the Dominator unable to take down the mad mute mummy of the Monster Union. Couple of hard shots, Lariat does nothing. Both wrestlers trying to find positionality here. Okan with those 14, 17, whatever it is, martial arts that he has mastered over his life. Again, I'm not entirely sure Okan is a fully human entity, but I'm just going to go with it right now. That's how they identify as at least mostly human. And I'm cool with that. Pump handle slam. At least I think that was it was. That was definitely an elbow drop. Great Okan trapped in the Monster Union corner. Flying forearm does not connect. Dude, you are not a high flyer. Get over yourself.
5 minutes up, 15 remaining.
We hit our first time call of the contest. 1 kick out. Members of both these factions have held the AWL World's Tag Team Championship, a title that will be defended for the final time in its current Danshi form later tonight as the greatest tag team, the greatest duo of all time. The 8th-time former tag team champions, the new classics, face off one and only. Face off against the reigning XyberhawX. Dropkick does not connect. As Callum Newman, who I think has been administratively removed from office as the leader that the Monster Union doesn't, that the United Empire doesn't have. Oh no, this is not working. Whatever he's doing is not working. Endless Light! Hits the Endless Light, goes off the top. That is how you high fly, Okan. Some action going on the outside as well. 1. And it looks like Neko Musume getting involved, I think, with the Dominator. I'm not sure. Yes, it is the Dominator, Great Okan. Tag is made. In comes the Public Enemy, the veteran of the team, the most experienced wrestler in this iteration of the United Empire. Nearly gets rolled up by the former AWL Grand Champion, the man who's defeated by Kid Canada to take that most prestigious title. It will be unified with the Joshi Championship at AWL 500. AWL Hontai episode 500 coming up later this year. And then I think we're going to have to move straight into the Oshogatsu Taikai. Tag is made, and we're looking for the Pyramid Bomb. Snake Bite, Gatai! Tag Kogeki. 1, 2. Broken up at literally the last second. by the masked Marvel Templario, the loyal knight of the United Empire. Tag made, an unusual tag, as Wild Thing, now your legal fighter, it is broken down on the outside. Double big back body drop. And I think this has been reduced down to a tag team match. As Cal Newman brought in the hard way, he's not the legal fighter. But I don't think Wild Thing knows or cares. We got a risk of a disqualification here, I think. And the referee goes down. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family goes down. Dogugiri does not connect. Dogugiri, Nai, does not connect. An attempt at the blood of the Ashwang does not hit the face of the Transylvanian terror of the hardcore furry. The lethal lycanthrope, Wild Thing. I know, I stole that from another wrestler I had years ago, but who cares? Up. Tree of Woe. Hanging in the fields owned by Dr. Frankenstein. On Hangman's Tree. Multiple knee strikes drop down into the far cover. 1, 2, throws. 2.5. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family seems to be pretty okay here. Oh, swing and a miss on the splash. TJP looking for gets a throat thrust. Nodoaza and an elbow strike, a flying elbow by the practitioner of snake style. Is also a master of that Dogugiri, that Cobra Venom. Hurricane blocked. Right hand connects. Oh, and we've got it, the standing Ophidian death grip. Newman. Cal Newman, the Prince of Pace, saves the day. At least for the moment. Who's going to get the hot tag? Nobody!
10 minutes left.
Halfway through the time limit now. And there's that Dogugiri yet again! The Cobra Venom, bam! Good night, Gracie. 1, 2, 3. Dogugiri there! Curio! And I'm told that Hibisca wants to say something. Okay, well, we have an agreement in what? What? Oh shit. How's that gonna work?
American dream.
The Phony Contest is scheduled for up to 7 falls, because it is a 4-way Elimination Tag Team match. Introducing first, making their win-ring tag team combination, the Arab American 3, Hassan, and the reigning Animated Wrestling League, Grand Champion, Canada. And they are T4-9B.
With AWL Grand Champion who will be defending against 1, 2, 3 and the challenger, Canadian National who is a 5-star champion, but he's got to beat one of these guys to do it. It's got to beat this man specifically.
Introducing next, making his win-ring from cyberspace. He is the reigning Animal Wrestling League Canadian National Champion. This is Thunderhawk.
Thunderhawk. As we take a quick look at the rules, everyone is legal, falls only count in the ring. No disqualification, no ring out. Must eliminate the second member of a team to earn a victory. Last team standing. That means it could be stick ball. If the winning team doesn't lose a member, 7 if they do. And that Canadian National Championship will be on the line at Champions Week against Hassan. Hassan, a Grand Slam champion, looking to become only the second ever 5-star champion.
And his tag team partner is the equivalent from Atlanta, Georgia, the Spirit Dragon, Danshi.
And the Spirit Dragon, an old acquaintance from the Chikara days, with the other two XyberhawX busy in our semi-final match tonight defending the Tag Team Championship of the World. Shenron has once again chosen to step up. And if anyone can hang with the Lucha Wonderbirds, it is absolutely the master of motion, the Spirit Dragon. The guy this entrance was originally designed for, if you didn't know. So, these two will be our second tag team alongside T49P. And here comes the challenger for the AWL Grand Championship. A pair of former Grand Champions.
Introducing next and over the ring from the laboratory, the tag team combination of Project Tetsu 3.0 and Jigoku Destroy. Together they are the All-Finists.
The Mad Doctor's creations have been kind of an afterthought on the AWL in the last few months. Really, ever since we got rid of the barrier between Danshi and Joshi wrestling. And obviously, Dr. Goku being a stuck-up, sexist POS. Just deleted his female augments, now these are his only two wrestlers. They have not held any championships in quite some time, but a victory or two, bringing Project Tetsu 3.0 on the right there, up into the #1 rank of the AWL Best 4. Jigoku Destroy, who once lost the Grand Championship to Kid Canada, is his partner in this 4-way, 8-person melee. And again, everybody's legal. I've not seen one of these before. Everybody's legal. There are no tags. And for the first time ever, the Don Callis family is here. God damn it.
And finally, making their way to the ring, representing all the league wrestling in the Don Callis family, the tag team combination of the reigning TNT champions, the Proto Star, and the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, the Aruha, Onosuke, Takeshita. Here they are.
Konosuke Takeshita will be defending the IWGP World's Heavyweight Championship against the Golden Opportunity cashing in Fuji Takuma in a solid steel cage winner of that match. Goes on to face the global champion at the Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom 20 Itenyon. Also, Kyle Fletcher is here. Isn't that nice? Like I said, everybody's legal, everything goes. It's all about to hit the fan. Bang the gong, the chaos is on, and immediately everybody jumps at everybody else. Belly to belly slam from the United States all the way down to Australia. Now remember, cover here, quick, oh, broken up immediately. Right now, you can and probably will leave the ring at some point in this match, but pinfalls and submissions only count inside that 20 by 20 foot 8 feet of the ring. So look for the field to thin out as Jigoku Destroy exits and re-enters. No counts, no disqualifications. Anything and everything goes. And points are on the line here. Points are on the line in the tag team division. And the Master's Destroyer from the Master of Motion, Huracan Rana, from Thunderhawk, the Canadian champion, the most Canadian man in the world. And of course, a former Canadian champion in his own right. Grand champion and Canadian champion going on the outside. Now, in the event of a 20-minute time limit draw, which I hope doesn't happen, all falls that have already occurred are canon. They did happen. Anyone who's still alive in the match, they're done. No wins, no losses, or they cannot lose a match, I should say. Every fall, should I say every team elimination counts as a point. You must eliminate both members of a team. To eliminate that team, one. And already the weapons have come into play. There's a Shinai. Oh, nasty looking shot there from Kyle Fletcher. He's got to be a little out of his element here. In the Animated Wrestling League, oh, nasty, what the hell was that? Cover here, one and only. These are covers of opportunity here are the Don Callis family. I can't entirely blame them for that. I think it's actually a pretty good strategy. Kyle Fletcher, only his second match in the Animated Wrestling League, and we're throwing him into this nonsense. Meanwhile, Konosuke Takeshita making, I believe, actually, is he making his debut? I think he is, yes. Konosuke Takeshita making his in-ring debut for the league in this four-way elimination tornado tag match. And here comes the garbage can. We call it garbage wrestling for a reason. Brutal looking takedown there by the Canadian Grand Champion to the American Canadian Champion. This is a weird company. Kick to the midsection, broken up, unintentionally I think by Hassan. Bodies flying everywhere. Up, down, and a tombstone pile driver by the Proto Star. Double covers, one. Both kicked out at the exact same time. German suplexer by the Spirit Dragon Shenron. Camera bots are going to try and keep up with this, but frankly, good luck. And the champion of the AWL gets dropped to the outside. As we're looking for, I think, Shenron looking for the bridging package. Pile driver, but no. A hard fall for the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. President Tanahashi's going to have the commissioner's head on a platter if the IWGP champion gets injured going into the Tokyo Dome. But here comes the ladder. Maybe the table, because why the hell not? No. Snapping thrust kick by the Proto Star. I thought he was going to go for a roll up there. The bionic elbows being used by the challenger for the Canadian Championship. Stereophonic! Power bombs, including a butcher bomb by the Augments. And it's still not enough to put the Arab American dream to bed. Grand champion nearly pitting the Canadian champion there. A star-studded 8-person tag team affair. And we are already 5 minutes into this chaos. Look at this.
5 minutes and about 15 minutes.
Huracan Rana and a DDT. Meanwhile, Tatsumaki to the Proto Star! He is out!
Kyle Fletcher has been eliminated!
And when you are the IWGP World's Heavyweight Champion, you live a target on your back, and now the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, the only wrestler with no partner to help him out, and he's going after the Cyborg that just eliminated his tag team partner. Protoshida broken up, at least for the moment. Oh God, the whipping action on that powerbomb suplex. Shenron, the master of motion, his and other people's. We are looking for pinfalls, we are looking for submissions inside that ring. Powerbomb, pick him up, put him down, make it hurt. Hat trick powerbombs. Looking to eliminate a challenger for a championship. No, not done yet. Dragon twist. The grand champion covered. 1, 2, 3.
Here Canada has been eliminated!
Now, obviously, this is not a non-title singles match. I don't think it's going to get Shenron in to the AWL Best 4, but that's going to jump him up, at least in the commissioner's estimation. We might see the Spirit Dragon earn his way into a Fight for 4 in the latter half of AWL Season 25 as we head towards unification for the singles championships. 1, 2, no! So right now, Takeshita and Hassan are the loners. Reverse powerbomb by Hassan. I think he realized he was losing his footing and he just sort of went with it. 12 and a half minutes remaining approximately on the clock. Takeshita looking to slay a dragon. He doesn't usually hang out with junior heavyweights. Oh! No, reversal. Power drive, Wagamona! 1, 2, kick out. Table set up in the ring. Vertical suplex. Oh, and I think, can we get a better look at it? Yes! The #1 contender to the Grand Championship has got suplexed by the Alpha through the table. And there is flotsam and jetsam all over this ring. Huge chunk of that table falls to the outside. And Takeshi with another equalizer, a steel chair, gets knocked from his hand. All 6 remaining wrestlers looking to survive at this point. Vertical suplex. And looking for that, those hat-trick powerbombs. Here we go, cover, wait a minute, 1, no! One and only, broken up by Shenron, saving his tag team partner, even if it is just for one night. The High Flyers, the underdogs, 1, 2, the spirit of Lucha Libre, coming filtered through the Wrestle Factory, 1, 2, no, shoulder up. As the cybernetic entity survives the Iron Project. If you're wondering where to look, focus on what's going on in the ring, and an unlikely duo. A bit of a psyche slam there. Going up, down, and all around. Oh, catches him! Takeshita catches the Thunderbird into the cover here. Oh, Butcher Bomb! 1, 2, 3!
Thunderhawk has been eliminated!
That leaves the Augments 1 to 2. That leaves the Augments as the only intact tag team. Looking for that great buster! And I think now a baseball bat clobbering and the Spirit Dragon. He has to get out of the ring to regain his senses. And we're only halfway through this time limit. The crowd going absolutely bananas. I can barely even hear the announcer. I'm surprised you can hear me. German suplex. Inside the ring, it's the Spirit Dragon Shenron. And Jigoku Destroy. Dr. Jigoku's favorite pet. The only crowd. Wait a minute. Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2, I think he calls it Rain of Fire. And now with the #1 contender to the Grand Chat. Wait a minute! Paradigm Shift! Paradigm Shift on the Spirit Dragon! 1, 2, 3. No! 2. Referee says it was only 2. I could have sworn. Looking to get him up. This is Zack Driver.
Project Tetsu has been eliminated!
And that means we are down to a 4-way match, and every fall is a victory at this point. We will have the full 7 falls in this match if we are to have a winner. Oh, and the trash can lid going right to the American. And Takeshita, the only reigning champion still alive in this bout. Well, what is this? Looking like a J-Driller. Oh, Mark is not going to be happy about that. And what the hell is Joshi Destroy doing on the outside? I have no idea. Takeshita looking for that power drive. Wagamoto! Into the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Hassan has been eliminated! 1 victory for Shida.
Oh, and up Tatsumaki walks right into the Tatsumaki, but you can't pin him out here. The tornado, the Tatsumaki from Jigoku destroying the former AWL enforcer Hakaisha. Turned to the forces of evil by the evil mad science of the diabolical Dr. Jigoku. Oh, nasty looking shot here, drops down. And a rake of the eye, or thumb to the eye, I'm not entirely sure what that was. Going for the fleshy bits, good strategy. Oh God! When facing a cyborg, go for the fleshy bits. Picks him up. Vertical drop brainbuster, not going to be enough here. Takeshita knows he needs something else. What does he need? Oh, a vicious, clubbering forearm. John Callis may be an un-Canadian piece of shit, but he knows talent when he sees it. I can't give him that. Cover here, desperate cover. And not enough. No hook of the leg. That's an unusual error by the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita, who now is 1-0 in the Animated Wrestling League. Could go the clean sweep here. Started his AWL record at 3-0. Oh, wait a minute. We've seen this from him before. The O'Connor roll. German suplex. Cannot hold him to the bridge. That was not a strategic choice. That was he just lost his grip. And I love the decision by the Spirit Dragon Shenron. Let these two fight. Come in, pick up the pieces. Shenron knows, at least in terms of size, power, maybe even technical ability, he is outclassed here. He's got the edge in the high flying, but that takes energy that very few wrestlers will have this deep in the match. And the longer this tete-a-tete between Jigoku Destroy and the Alpha goes on, more time Shenron has to recoup and recover. Irish whip into the ropes. No, they smash in. Overhead wrist lock. The man who personifies pick him up, put him down, make it hurt. Going for a grapple, going for a technical hold. I don't think that's the smartest idea in the world. Wait a minute. Oh!
15 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
And that's got a light of fire under all 3 of these men. Well, 1 man, 1 cyborg, and 1 dragon. The Alpha, Takeshita. Konosuke Takeshita with the advantage. Okay, is he gonna... 15 minutes in the match, is he gonna go coast to coast? Oh god, just how stupid is this guy? Or should I say, just how good is he? Coast to coast drop kick. And he still doesn't make the cover. He knows even that's not enough against a monster. Check the turnbuckle pad still on there. It is. But about 4 minutes and change remaining. The Alpha, what is he looking for? He's looking for the... Oh! I thought he was going to go for another one of those knee strikes or reverse Wagamono. Into the cover. No, not into the cover. Into the blatant chokehold. And Shenron just absorbing the ambient energy from this capacity. Sold out. Super no vacancy crowd. Wait a minute. No! Dragon Screw! Does he have a backup battery? That would be new for the augments. They've always been known as the only professional wrestlers with a battery life. And the way he does those clotheslines, that's what makes Takeshita so damn good, is the simple things. Even a simple clothesline, he powers through his opponent and picks up the win.
Jigoku Destroy has been eliminated. 2 victories to Furuto Shida.
Takeshita in his first match in the league. 2-0.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
Saying, bring it on, kid. Wake the hell up. Shenron, he is mentally in another place. He just barely scooches back a bit. Lets Takeshita come to him. Sometimes it is mind over matter and master over motion. Power slam on the outside, body slam. Looking for the, oh, good, nice sunrise. He was never a member of Shinji Dai, so it's still picking that up. Old school Takeshita busted open. The French announce seemed apoplectic at ringside, and I don't blame them. Oh, Tope Suicida! With only 2 minutes on the clock, Shenron, you gotta get him in there.
There are 2 minutes remaining.
Shenron, I don't know if he's gone into a trance or if he's just taken concussive damage. Frankly, at this point, I believe either. Both men, with no worries about a ring out, trying to get their wits about them. This has been a brutal war of attrition for everybody and their dog at this point. 90 seconds on the clock. And finally, both return to the ring, the only place this can end in a satisfactory match. The ring, or it looks more like a junkyard at the moment. Look at this. Takeshita, oh, skipped up the knee strike into a drop kick, but it still didn't work. Shenron able to get out of the way. Midsection. Both men know it only takes one mistake at this point, and you are done to into the German countered.
There's 1 minute remaining.
1, 2, no, 2.99 ad infinitum. 50 seconds, make that 45. Oh, they're going for the mask now, is Takeshita. He is desperate. Up. Oh no. Clean sweep. Three victories for both of these men as the Protostar returns to the ring to celebrate with his victorious tag team partner. And I hate to admit it, a win for the Don Callis family and the superiority of the IWGP. First of our 2 final tag team title matches as we understand tag team wrestling today. Whether they were known as the New Classic, whether they were known as the Technicos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times these 2 men have held the Animated Wrestling League Tag Team Championship. They held it when it was just a tag team title, before it was ever defended internationally, before it ever became a world tag team title. They held it in season 0. They have held it multiple times through the year. They are the most decorated tag team in the history of this company. No one else can say goodbye to the Danshi division of tag team wrestling than these two. But they've got to face a pair of champions who have been incredible. And they are accompanied by the still Canadian champion. All 3 of those belts will be defended at Champions Week, though the tag team titles will be unified. And I don't know how Thunderhawk is walking right now, but speaking of how is he walking, the Golden Lucha Wonderbird needs to be careful. That back of his burned by the flaming table of Poisynhawk back at Thanksgiving Terror. An absolutely dreadful physical encounter. And he's also got to think about that casket match coming up very, very soon. In fact, we may have to film that match early, I don't know. They are the longest tenured belts in the company, and I think 2 of our best looking. We now go to ringside for the official introduction.
The following contest is the number 1 fall, once a mystery knockout to decide the winner, and it is for the Elimination Wrestling League World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, they are the number 1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, and they are 8-time former World Tag Team Champions, the Technical Wizard, Lee Masters, the Suplex Master, Sammy Next, and they are the New Classics. And their opponents are the reigning defending Elimination Wrestling League World Tag Team Champion. Tonight, making their 4th time defense, the Tag Team Combination of Razorhawk, Dangerhawk. Together they are the XyberhawX. This is an officially sanctioned World Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Elimination Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding, and the sound of bell, AWL Senior Official Joey in charge.
3rd, 5th, 9th, 16th, 25th, 40th, 43rd. Those are the number of positions in the history of this title that the new classic hold. Bang! The match is on, and the new is now looking to defeat the XyberhawX to become the 49th and final Danshi Tag Team Champions. The lineage of titles will continue with the new unified World's Tag Team Championship. Exactly what belt we're going to be using, that is I love our tag team build-up. I don't really want to change them, but we may have to sort of see how things go moving forward. They were the 3rd and the 43rd champions, Lee Masters, Sammy Nick. And Lee Masters, a champion with his brother as well, as part of the Masters of Disaster with the former AWL wrestler. Here's a deep cut for you. Wildcard Bubba Reese. Wildcard Bubba Reese as the Wild Pack. The Young Lions they were called. Going up and oh, wait a minute, a bit of a reversal, going for the hot knock right across the ropes. And the still recovering, still not cleared for singles matches, Razorhawk, who absolutely freaking hates Poisynhawk, is willing to risk his own career against him. And Poison Rana, an unusual step over toe hold face lock, not usually the submission style you would expect from the Suplex Master. We've known for years a lot more than a one-trick pony, but he is a suplex expert. Boom! Arabian moonsault! Rest in peace, Sabu. Nasty-looking shoulder tackle, unfortunately taking down Dangerhawk. The Lucha Wonderbird goes down, and everybody in a heap on the outside. 30-minute time limit in this and all Animated Wrestling Championship matches. However, I believe we're still waiting news from the AWL Commissioner on the details of the unification match. We haven't had a title unification match since the heavyweight and light heavyweight titles were combined into the modern AWL Grand Championship. 20 count on the outside, Champions Advantage as always in play. But we know Champions Advantage is Champions Week, obviously, since everyone's champion. I would hate to see the final defense of the Danshi Tag Team titles made via ring out, and I don't think any of these four wrestlers want that either. Coming up next, the Timeless Love Bomb to make final challenge to Dragoness, a Day 1 original, and the most prolific Joshi Tag Team Champion we have ever had, Willow Nightingale. The Conglomeration, looking to seal the deal and make that right there to the Champions Week as well. Collar and elbow tie-up, back elbow escape. Enzugiri, occasionally known as that. Oh god, the back hook kick to the back of the head, reverse kick. And in the wrong side of town, but what are we looking for? Oh, what is this gonna be? An electric chair with a bridge, look at that! The flexibility of the suplex master, getting that bridge. Did you see that?
That's a tag.
Indeed it is. The Technical Wizard Lee Masters now in. As we get a ministerial suplex out of a little technical perfection. Of course it was the new classics, the Technicos, who basically pioneered tag team wrestling here in the Animated Wrestling League. Razorhawk, screaming in pain, finally makes the tag to Danger. But he's going to be here. They're going to help each other. Assisted drop kick. The fun-filled Lucha Super Party continues forever. Coming up on our first time call of the contest. Right hand, collar and elbow tie-up. Here we go. Irish whip. Into the danger zone. No! Well, none of these guys are anywhere near the danger zone, actually. That's a whole different thing. But tag team wrestling is always a territory game.
25 remain.
5 down, 25 left, says our ring announcer. Scrambling to be heard over this capacity crowd. There's the tag. Technical perfection incoming. Double whip. Double big back body drop. Not the time in the match to pull out perfect synchronization, but it is the time for a Hurricanrana. Dangerhawk going to be looking for that danger driver, the cyber twist. Oh, what do we have? Oh no. As the most healthy member of the team. Oh, look at that step up drop kick. Off the ropes, Arabian Moonsault. Screaming to the skies, feeling the momentum, feeling the power. Do you feel the power? Power Pro Lucha. Representing here in the Animated Wrestling League. Irish whip into the far corner. Tag made. Off the ropes. Double shoulder tackle. New classics going deep into the playbook. A book they freaking wrote when it comes to tag Kogeki. Technical perfection. Rolls through, and you don't train with a suplex master for this many years without picking up a few good suplexes of your own. And a bit of a joke there by the AWL suplex master, giving his partner a good, I think, 7 out of 10 on those gut wrench suplexes. fun little bit of trivia. These two first won the AWL World Tag Team Championship at a New Year's Tournament show. They won it at the New Year's Tournament 2012. 13 years of tag team dominance, technical perfection, perfect synchronization, and that is how they have been doing it. Dive into the cover. No! The Golden Glider coming in and saving the day. Seriously, New Year's Tournament 2012. I just didn't realize how far back that had gone. They won the second tag team title at AWL 43, and we are just a few weeks away from celebrating AWL 500. That's the legacy of success for this incredible tag team. I would genuinely put the new classics right up there with the Hardys, Edge and Christian, Cage and Cope, I should say, the Dudleys, the Midnight Express, the Road Warriors. I would put them in the same sort of category as the greatest tag teams of all time. Up, and Razorhawk back in the ring. That adrenaline spike from the crowd, overcoming what's got to be by now the stiffness. I've had pretty bad burns on my back before. And I can tell you, it gets to the point that it doesn't hurt so much as it is limiting. You can't stretch, you can't move without feeling like your entire body is being stretched tight as a drum. Like unto a drum is the back of Razorhawk as he lands on his feet from the German. Trying to aim for the midsection to take that core strength away. Oh, but he does not land on his feet the second time. That's the German suplex. Inside out goes Razorhawk. The XyberhawX on their fourth tag team title defense in 7 weeks. They won at AWL Strong and Free, episode 122. This is their fourth title defense. This is a lightning schedule going into the unification match. The fact that any tag team has lasted this long is a testament to their skill as well. And of course, the new classics beating the AEW team of the cold-hearted handsome Devil Cook and the War King, Eddie Kingston, in order to get into this position. Double spear by the Lucha Birds, unable to prevent the tag. Referee says it did make contact. Oh, wait a minute. Guillotine choke. Referee has got to restore order in here. 1 in, 1 out. Those are the rules. A disqualification, 5 count in the offing. As Razorhawk able to take advantage of the chaos. As we are a third of the way through, looking for the Cyber Twist. Is he too close to the ropes? I don't think so. 1, 2. That was close. Looking for that Razor's Edge, but on the wrong side of the world. The Suplex Master taken down by the Razor's Edge, or formerly known as the Razor's Wing. And looking for that mixed style. The Pro Wrestling Vertical Suplex into the MMA Rear Naked Choke. Broken up into a gravity kick. Once again, the referee needs to get control of this. Your legal combatants right now, I believe, are the Technical Wizard Lee Masters in the blue trunks and the Golden Glider, Razorhawk. And he ducked down! He ducked down, tripped him up! Razorhawk maybe playing possum there. Irish whip. And the lines blur between real and code. A dangerous world begins to unfold. Tag made. And a little bit of an assist. The alley-oop. Danger Hawk. And Dangerhawk has got to keep Lee Masters from making the tag here. He's got to give Razorhawk the break. Cyber twist. 1, 2. Lee Masters. You got to think for Lee Masters and Sam Unix, it's got to be fewer matches ahead than there are behind. But these two will not stop. Still showing incredible, whether you call it grit, whether you call it tenacity, whether you call it hokum, it doesn't matter. They've got it in spades. For the new classics cover. 1, 2, and only. Razorhawk looking at, oh no, going down to the outside. That's a mistake. Fighting the wrong man, letting Lee Masters get back to his feet, snap and super kick. 20 count on the outside all the time in the world. But Razorhawk wants spear, spear, spear. And that could be it. We can have 9 time champion. Oh God. Oh. How? I don't think you could ever get any closer. In the physical world or the digital world. Up and drop kick. He can come at you from any angle, can Razorhawk. Cyberhawk showing why their Puroresu is one of the best in the world. Razorhawk somehow still standing. He has taken so much damage. Irish whip. Up and Hurricanrana! He can feel it though, it's not enough. He needs something big. He needs. No, he doesn't need this. Lee Masters gonna go for the tag. Not even gonna bother trying. Great, move in the corner, gonna let his partner do that. The flying forearm and an assisted super kick into the exploder. Rapid tags between the new classics. That's very intelligent. Keep each other fresh. Keep your opponent off balanced. While they are not physically that different, the new classics, very different wrestling styles, which means very different match depending on who you're fighting at that given moment. We are past the point of the hour of power. Thank you for sticking with us. We can expect this kind of action each and every week from the Animated Wrestling League. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss Champions Week. The winners of this match will face the winners of our main event title unification. Irish whip into the corner. And face first. Nasty looking drop down. Collar and elbow reversal. Going, Irish whip back into the floor. Hey, wait a minute, what's this? Thunderhawk talking some shit here. Trying a delaying tactic.
15 remain.
Lee Masters letting it get to him. Oh, but he could feel. That's the veteran instinct. He knows exactly where he and his opponent both are. Oh, DDT looking for a standing guillotine. No. Gets the body scissors on the guillotine. Broken up by Dangerhawk, sensing danger. The tag team titles in danger for the Cyberhawks. Dangerhawk has to wait for a tag, but I don't think it is coming anytime soon. And we're running out of time. We're more than halfway through the 30-minute time limit now. Drop down. Oh no, they both missed. Both men exhausted. And the problem with the Cyberhawks high-flying style, it is so cardio-intensive. Cyber twist, but he could feel his opponent's leg bounce off the ropes. Needs to reposition. And that half a second hesitation between hitting that cyber twist and making that legal cover, it was necessary, but it was also the difference between victory and defeat. Endless light! Throwing back to the earliest days of the light heavyweight division in the Animated Wrestling League. Irish whip. Repositioning your opponent. Razorhawk has got to be dead on his feet right now. But he still has that assisted dropkick, but he needs to get the hell out of that ring. Cover. Titles on the line. No! And Lee Masters and Razorhawk engaged in combat on the outside. Dangerhawk coming out to help as well. He knows Razor is hurt and badly. Springboard, drop kick, nails him flush. Razorhawk out on the outside. Dangerhawk looking for it. No! I don't know what he was looking for, but he didn't get any of it. Trying to recover now. This is turning into a slow... Oh, wait a minute. What is this? DVD! Danger version Delta! 1, 2, 3, and that is it! That is a tag team classic!
Here are your winners, and still unanimously World Tag Team Champions, Football!
And now we know one half of the main event of Champions Week. The only question left to answer, who will represent the Joshi division? Two incredibly talented outsiders, known for their work in Stardom and All Elite Wrestling, and representing true love. But enough of this gay banter. Timeless Tony Storm, Shirakawa Mina coming back to Toronto after a terrible, terrible night at All Elite Wrestling's All Out pay-per-view. I was there. I was shocked. Genuinely, like, stood up out of my seat shocked when Tony lost the Women's World Championship to Chris Statlander, of course, at the same night. Shirakawa Mina losing the, let's make sure I get this right, interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television Championship to the woman who's now going around calling herself Ultimo Monet. But, as Shirakawa herself pointed out, they still have each other. The timeless love bombs entering the AEW Women's Tag Team Tournament, and they come to the AWL to train, to get more experience as a tag team. And they are hoping to become the new and final AWL Joshi Tag Team Champions. They would be the 20th Tag Team Champions, as we now welcome the 19th. Fun statistic for you. Willow Nightingale, the only wrestler to have held those red belts 3 different times with 3 different tag team partners. Dragoness, the ephemeral queen Edith Surreal, and Solo Darling as part of the Bird and the Bee. Whereas we have the only woman to have held these titles 4 times. And that is Dragoness, twice with the Queens of Wrestling, and once with the tag team of Dragon and Tiger. And who did Dragon and Tiger lose those Joshi tag team titles to? Way back at AWL Strong and Free episode 58, it was Willow Nightingale and Edith Surreal, the Dancing Queens, who would go on to lose them to the Wasteland War Party. 4th title defense. A victory here would put the Conglomeration in elite territory. But right now, we go to ringside for the official introductions.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It's scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission and knockout to decide the winner of the Elimination Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers and the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. The tag team combination of Shirakawa, Mina, and Timeless Tony Storm. Together they are the Timeless Love Bombs. And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League, Joshi, Tag Team Champions, tonight making their 4th title defense, accompanied by Mark Briscoe, Willow Nightingale, and Dragoness. Together they represent the Conglomeration. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. AWL Commissioner presiding. Sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Papaganush in charge.
That's a good tag.
5 minutes to elapse. 25 remain. Here are your winners, and the new Anime Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, the Timeless Love Bombs.
At Champions Week of Season 25, Athena Jane challenges Tiger Mask 3 for the Intercontinental Championship. Can Hassan become a 5-star champion by taking the Canadian national title from the XyberhawX own Thunderhawk? Don Callis family in the house. Okada Kazuchika defends the International Championship against William Styles. Title resurrection. IWGP World Heavyweight Title cage match. Fujitakuma versus the Alpha. Project Tetsu 3.0 challenges Kid Canada for the AWL Grand Championship. It must happen or Black Tiger Queen will be stripped. Joshi Championship on the line. Spring Tiger to challenge. And we now know XyberhawX versus Timeless Love Bombs in the main event title unification. It all happens in our very next video. This is Champions Week of the Animated Wrestling League. Korede Kimarida.